The US Army can bring an unprecedented amount of firepower onto any battlefield in the world. When it comes to lethal weapons, the US Army has no shortage. Some may be too expensive, some too complex, and others may be desired by politicians and defense contractors, but not the troops on the field. Nonetheless, today's US Army can generate an astonishing amount of firepower and deliver it in a variety of settings, from small war counterinsurgency to big war mechanized combat. With that in mind, here are 5 of the best US Army weapons. Long-range cannon. The Army's Extended Range Cannon Artillery (ERCA) system under development hit a target 43 miles away, or 70 kilometers. The Army is racing to extend artillery ranges on the battlefield to take away advantages of high-end adversaries like Russia. The ERCA cannon, when fielded, should be able to fire and take out targets from a position out of the range of enemy systems. The ERCA cannon takes an M109A7 Paladin Integrated Management (PIM) howitzer chassis and replaces the 39 caliber gun tube with a 58 caliber 30-foot one. Combined with Raytheon-made Excalibur munitions and an XM1113 using supercharged propellant, the Army has been able to dramatically boost artillery ranges. In March, the Army inched closer to the ultimate goal of 70 kilometers when it took 2 shots, both reaching 65 kilometers in range. High-energy laser weapon system. The advent of fiber laser technology. The systems have shrunk down to a level where they can fit on ground vehicles, helicopters and ships, platforms that the military actually uses. And the beam quality of fiber lasers, a measure of how much of the laser power actually reaches the target, is excellent. Second is the proliferation of low-cost threats like drones. Drones in large numbers can do a lot of damage and can simply exhaust the magazines of any current defensive weapon. Lasers can complement kinetic weapons, never running out of bullets, so long as electrical power is available. Laser weapon systems have some key advantages for dealing with drone swarms. They provide speed of light fly-out time and have deep magazines. As long as you have a power source, you can fire the laser and hit a target immediately. Lasers also have a very low cost per shot, so it makes sense to use them against low-cost threats like drones. In the future, high-energy lasers may even be used to deal with more challenging threats, such as classes of missiles. Other defensive weapons include interceptor missiles and rapid-fire guns such as the Phalanx. But because the number of defensive missiles and ammunition magazines are finite, in the future high-energy lasers can help support the overall defense when dealing with multiple threats. AH-64 Apache. Ironic it is that the best weapon of America's premier land force is an aircraft. But given the conflicts the US military has recently fought and is likely to fight, air power is the most decisive factor. Equipped with a 30mm cannon, Hellfire missiles and sophisticated sensors, the Apache combines speed, firepower and range that allows the Army to strike enemies long before they come within firing distance of Army ground troops. It is equally useful at hunting down insurgents or decimating enemy armored columns. The Apache has fought well in conflicts from Desert Storm to the current Afghan war. Perhaps more important, the Apache is air power that the Army itself controls, rather than having to rely on the Air Force or Navy aircraft for close air support. An attack helicopter is not, and will never be, a substitute for infantry on the ground. But the ground troops will appreciate the support an attack helicopter can provide. M1 Abrams. Whether the M1 Abrams is the best tank in the world depends on who you talk to, and more important, what country they are from. But it is indisputably among the world's best. Weighing in at 60 tons, the M1A2 has a 120mm cannon, depleted uranium armor up to 3 feet thick, and a top speed of more than 40 miles per hour. It decimated Iraq's Soviet-made armor in 1991, and quite possibly would do the same to China's advanced Type 99 tank. Very few Abrams have been destroyed in combat. The fact that ISIS has destroyed or captured Iraqi government M1s says more about the quality of the crews than the tank. TOW anti-tank missile. U.S. Army is no slouch either at the anti-tank missile game. The Army's TOW, tube-launched, optically tracked, wire-guided, anti-tank missile is still going strong after nearly 45 years of service. It has destroyed tanks mostly Russian in Vietnam, the Arab-Israeli wars, the Iran-Iraq war, and now Syria. The newer TOW-2B comes in several versions, including a bunker-busting missile, as well as the Arrow model, which explodes above a tank to penetrate its thin top armor.